I love working with OBS and I love the tools that are in OBS, but man, sometimes there are tools that just fade away, and it gets really unfortunate that they do. And what I'm referring to right now is the Whiteboard.lua that was basically a Telecaster for OBS where you could draw on the screen and you could do annotations or pointing out things on the screen while you were recording or streaming, and it was wonderful. The problem is that it has unfortunately not been updated in 2 years. And so because it hasn't been updated in 2 years, it has kind of fallen by the wayside of being able to be used in the latest updates of OBS. And that's where I did my searching and I found ZoomIt. Now, ZoomIt is actually a Windows tool that you use on your computer. And it's not specific to OBS, so this makes it even more useful because this program has allowed me to really expand on what I love to do. For anybody who does tutorials or just likes to point out things on their screen or really just wants to draw on their screen and show a bunch of different things, this tool is for you and I guarantee you're gonna love it. Okay, so ZoomIt is actually available on Microsoft's website. This is actually made by a subsidiary of Microsoft called Sysinternals. And so what this is basically a way for you to do different kinds of presentations. And so with this, you can zoom in on your screen, you can draw on your screen, you can even put text on the screen, you can even put shapes. They have all sorts of different hotkeys for you to use. And the best part about this is literally all you install onto your computer, and it's not even an install. You just take the program and drop it somewhere on your computer and it will work. So here, this is what the panel looks like when you open it. This is usually just open and running all the time on your computer in your Windows tray. But the first thing you have here is an option for zoom, in which you can literally just zoom in on the screen. So if I just go ahead and hit my hotkey, I zoom in, hit it again, zoom out. Now there's also live zoom, and that might be a little confusing on what the difference is. And really, honestly, the difference between zoom and live zoom is zoom will freeze the picture however it is on your screen. Live zoom, on the other hand, is exactly what it sounds like, and that is whatever's going on that screen that you're zooming in on is still moving forward. So here on my OBS, if I was to use zoom, my whole picture freezes up, and yeah, that's a pretty picture. But if I use live zoom, when I do the live zoom, you can see that everything is still moving. You can still see me. You can see I'm still able to talk. I'm still able to move. And that way you can still zoom in on something while it's still going. Now, I already have on OBS Studio the Zoom and Follow mouse feature that I use. However, that's limited to really only being able to work on one screen. That kind of sometimes limits me in what I can do while I'm running OBS and making recording. This at least then opens it up more for me to be able not to use just one screen, but all of my screens. And because I'm using it on my PC instead of using it through OBS, I can use this with any recording software I want. And that's a huge bonus. Now, unfortunately, one of the drawbacks is the animation for the zoom in on this, not as smooth as what you would see with OBS's Zoom and Follow. It'd be great if it was smoothed out, but honestly, I'm not going to complain for what I'm getting. When it comes to drawing, you actually have a wide variety of different things you can use when it comes to drawing. You have different colors that you can use. You can switch between using a pen and a highlighter, so there's a little bit of opacity with the highlighter, so you can still see through stuff. You also have the option to be able to draw shapes, which is unbelievably awesome. I mean, the fact that I can come on here and actually draw arrows to what I want just by holding down a couple of keys and just being able to draw on the screen. I mean, this is fantastic. I love this. All you have to do to start drawing is to trigger a hotkey, and then you just start using your mouse to draw it. And then you can use different keys on your keyboard to either insert a square, rectangle, a circle, or, the arrows or even lines. You can do so many different things with this drawing tool. When you're drawing stuff on screen, not only do you draw, but you can hit T to type, and you can choose what font you want to use and the size and everything. Like, you can go in and change how it looks on the screen. The possibilities of how you can type on the screen and draw on the screen can just absolutely transform any kind of presentation you're trying to make with any video you're making. I mean, this is unbelievably powerful, and way more powerful than the tools I was using in OBS Studio. There's also a few other things on here. DemoType, which is where you would put in like a video file and basically have typing go along with it. So you can actually record the typing effects as you're watching a video and basically editing it in real time. The break is essentially a timer that will be set on your screen. So if you wanted to count down to something, you can do that. So if you really wanted to show in real time how long it takes you to get through talking a list with a script or something like that and not edit it whatsoever, here you go. That's a good challenge for you. I don't know if that's actually useful because, oh my God, the amount of times I screw up recording videos, I would be doomed. I would absolutely be doomed. There's also a way for you then to record what you are doing on the screen. So if you didn't want to use OBS to record just what you're capturing on the screen, guess what? You can do it with this by itself. And you can even capture the audio. So if you wanted to talk through something while demonstrating it and not have to use OBS, guess what? You don't have to do that anymore. Now you can do it with this. And the last feature it has listed here is the snip, which is basically taking a screenshot of a select area. Now, I already have snip on my PC. I use that actually frequently. But what takes this to the next level when it comes to snip is that when you have a program and you're trying to show multiple different submenus within these different menus and you want to be able to show it to whoever you need to explain it to, you can then use the zoom, freeze it, and draw on it and snip it. Legit, it just transforms how I do things. So now I don't have to go into an image editor to put in any of the drawings or any of the text that I'm trying to put in. This just basically gives me that all-in-one option. And as I mentioned before, this just sits in your system tray. So anytime you need to change something, you can come in here, you can close it down completely if you need to, or if you just want to use these to go ahead and choose what you need to do, you can. Or if you don't have this on your desktop like I do, you can just click on the options here and it brings that window up for you. I like to integrate everything to make it easier for me that I don't have to remember 700 different hotkeys that exist. And that's why I use my Stream Deck for a lot of different things. So what I did was I programmed my Stream Deck to be able to handle a lot of the things I'm going to be using when it comes to ZoomIt. So I'm using my Stream Deck Plus in order to do most of the shortcut keys that I want to use. And so honestly, all I did was just add hotkeys to each one of these. And so for these hotkeys, all I did was add a hotkey that's under the System tab in my Stream Deck, and I just dropped it in, titled it, and then did the corresponding hotkey that matches what I have set up. And so I did this for all of the ones I need to have access to pretty quickly. Down here on these dials that I have, I can sit and change the color of the pens I want to use for the drawing portion. Now, setting this up was actually not too hard. So to set this up, what I did was I click on the dial or the action wheel here, not the dial stack, but the action wheel. So I clicked on the action wheel and dropped it in here. And what this allows me to do is then drop a bunch of different hotkeys within this. So that way, as I flip through, it's going to provide me hotkeys that when I press in on the dial, I'm choosing what color I want. And then just to make this a little bit easier on myself, I made sure that each color had the actual name and color assigned to it so I could spot it a little easier. It's really hard to read that tiny little screen for those dials sometimes. I mean, I could do better and like change this, but... So then what I have is I have one for the pens and I have one for the highlighters. I also set up where I can do a live zoom with my Stream Deck in case I didn't want to use my mouse. And all I did was that rotating counterclockwise would be control down and rotating clockwise would be control up. Now, the last button I have here is actually a folder. And what I put in here, if I double click, these are just giving me the idea of some shortcut keys that I want to use. I can't exactly remember them all the time, so this is just my way of kind of having a quick lookup for myself. In here, these are all StreamerBot actions that are blanked out right now. So I just put in here that it's the blackboard, and when I'm in draw mode, if I hit K, it'll put up the blackboard for me to use. But this doesn't have anything assigned to it, so it's really just something for me to reference. Of course, now you're probably curious, wait a minute, there's a whiteboard and a blackboard? Yes. That's another thing that makes this interesting. When you're doing a presentation of some sort, you have something on the screen, but you're like, oh, let me break this down visually for people. It's a really handy tool, so let me show you, because this is amazing. So if I'm on here and we have something going and I'm drawing and trying to point something out, then I wanted to get a little bit more detailed. Well, let's say I wanted to bring up the whiteboard. It turns the screen completely white, and now I can draw on it without anything in the background. Then when I'm done, if I hit the escape key, I go back to where I was. Like, no joke, I love this feature, and to me, this is almost something that I want Pirate Software to look at and be like, Thor, dude, try this. I know it's probably not as good as Microsoft Paint for you, but still, give it a shot. In this documentation, it's very limited in what it actually provides. But if you come down to the shortcuts, this is going to provide you with every single shortcut that is available to you with this program. And this is how I found out about the whiteboard, the blackboard. There are different text aligns you can do. You can actually increase the font size on the fly just by holding Control and scrolling with your mouse. You can even just copy the screenshot to the clipboard when you do a snip, or just save it as a PNG. They've got hotkeys for that. So for me, this has really been a transformative program. So that's all I've got for you now. And if you like finding out stuff like this, hit that subscribe button, because I always have stuff that I'm looking for, trying to find, and bringing it to you, so that way you know that you have these things available to you. I'll catch you on the next video. I'll see you later.